I just can't get you out of my mind. Yeah, you don't have to choose. You can take your time, and if you still don't know, let's just take our time. Who knows where this argument started? Now we're here and out of control. I hear the news, what's the news? There's no excuse, nothing new. A city boy and a city girl lost in their own world. But I just can't get you out of my mind. Oh, I just can't get you out.
I hope the water's boiling.
Hey, everybody! Welcome back. What time is it? If it's a few minutes past 12 o'clock, it was 11 o'clock before, but now it's 12 o'clock. On here at 106.9 FM RCE in the beautiful country of, well, com vulguis, tío. It can be Catalonia, it can be Spain. Welcome to Europe. But this is your boy, Lucas, here at the Club with Lucas Extravaganza, and we're doing a brunch extravaganza celebrating the Fashion Cares 2025. How is everybody doing out there as we're rolling into this brunch hour? I hope you're doing well because we're doing swell, and I'm not alone here in the office. Now I'm going to call this my office in the Despacho studio because two of the queens of Fashion Cares who have been making this happen for months now, Lady Laura Avery, excuse me, and Lady Felicia Williams, and in ethereal presence, Tao Evans is also here. They're joining me in the studio. Thank you so much for being here, loves.
It's our pleasure.
They've actually got a few little surprises in some bags here going around, but we're also going to be joined in just a little bit with Lady Ellie, as well as some of the beautiful queens from La Carla Masks.
They are stuck on the highway, so we're hoping.
Highway trouble is like fun, and I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
But remember, we also have a beautiful, a veritable cornucopia of artisans, performers, and fashion lovers. All are going to be there in just a few weeks. We're counting down, children of the corn. We are counting down in less than 4 weeks. Actually, on the 2nd of March. We are blowing this out at Palau Dalmases, and we want to give a mad shout out to them as well. Remember, everybody, you can catch the jams live right here and all this goodness that we're serving up to you at 106.9 FM, RCE.cat, and 106.9 FM, and for your eye holes on YouTube. Now, we'll be throwing all of this out on Al Gore's interwebs for the next month as well, because we want you to join us, because all of the proceeds as well go to supporting women and women's causes through Fundación Arred, which is still headed, I believe, by Lady Judith Masco, if I'm not mistaken.
And Adas as well.
And Adas as well. Okay, see? And so, folks, this is what we do. This is what Fashion cares, because fashion does care. And that's why we're here. At least it does in Barcelona. And let's get started right now, because, well, we've already introduced you, Lady Laura and Lady Felicia. Of Them Be Designs, by the way. You can also follow that.
Them Be Fashions.
Them Be Fashions on Instagram and all that good stuff, as well as Laura London Barcelona on Instagram as well. And, of course, we want everybody to get out your little phones right now and go to Fashion Cares BCN and go click, because this is where we're going to be throwing a bunch of this information out at you. But let's get to the nitty-gritty. Thank you again for being here. Talk to us really quickly for those who are just moving here, who are escaping like refugees from my country.
And mine.
Okay. What is Fashion Cares, please?
It is a not-for-profit organisation that we set up about 4 years ago, and it's to promote sustainable fashion and support vulnerable women in Barcelona and Catalonia. And for that, we organise events. We have our big event that Lucas was just talking about, which happens on the 2nd of March this year at the Palau Dalmases. Thank you so much to them, because they're amazing. They host us every year.
Yeah.
And then to raise money for that, even though everybody who participates gives their time and energy for free, we still have running costs. So we organise smaller events throughout the year. Next one coming up, look up Fashion Cares on Instagram, because we've got a gorgeous movie premiere coming up at the Velvet Room in Les Corts this Thursday night.
Yeah, the
and
13th.
The
We'll say
13th.
what is it?
Valentine's Eve.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the movie is called Darling, and it's one of the seminal 1960s movies. And the reason we're doing it is because it was a really iconic movie of its time. And the costume designer, Julie Harris, who sadly now died, won an Oscar for the costumes. And it's a gorgeous movie. And Velvet Room is just a fabulous, fabulous venue.
Of course.
It really is. In fact, when you
It's
go in there,
just-
especially for an event like this,
It's just
Yeah.
sexy.
it brings this savoir-faire
does.
that you expect everything's going to cost you €100, and it doesn't. And it's an amazing, beautiful, plush bargain of a situation, but also the money's going to,
Fashion cares.
and
cares.
all of that money goes to helping women in need specifically, and
Absolutely.
that is why we do what we do. But we've also been joined. If you didn't see it with your YouTube peepholes, we've been joined by somebody else who's there in the corner, but nobody puts baby in the corner. Move over, love, move over.
Yeah,
Get a
we
little
move these
closer.
things.
Or just pull the
She
chair
could
over,
probably have
whatever.
somersaulted over the table anyway.
Are you the somersault expert?
Yes,
Wait a
this is
minute.
me.
Now, welcome to the club with Lucas here on RCE 106.9 FM as we get settled in here. And we've got other people coming in just a little bit as well. But that is just a smidgen of who we're going to have in reference to the art that they're going to be pursuing, their fashions, musicians as well, poetry, all kind, not poetry, but
No.
performances.
No,
excuse
yeah.
me.
Classical music.
Classical
Yeah,
music and
yeah.
tarot read, which
And natal chart. Tarot
Yeah.
and natal chart.
Yeah.
can I get my natal chart done too?
You can get
You
yours
can get
done.
everything done.
Really?
You can.
For
All you have to
sure.
do. Well, you know the lady, so you say.
Yeah. Well, no, Emma, my friend Emma, she's going to come and read your natal chart. So you're just going to have to give her your birthday, and she's going to like do the whole reading for you and tell you, well, you ask the questions.
And if you have a special person, and this is for everybody who's coming to Fashion
can
Cares
give it
BCN
them,
Palau
yeah.
Dalmases on the 2nd of March from 12 to 8. And that is in Ciutat Vella, Carrer Banj, numero 13, if I'm not mistaken.
And
Yes.
also they can get in from the Moncala
And you
entrance
can get it
too.
from Moncala. See,
Both
the power
sides.
of Christ compels. We like it from both sides. And
Nothing, right?
the thing is, if you wanted to get your natal chart done, but also bring in a special person's natal chart, to
Yeah,
see-
you can give your partner's birthday as well, and she can, yeah.
I mean, I don't know who I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
exactly.
I mean, I
So,
would know.
you know.
We're going to get
If
this
you're
information out of you
curious-
later on.
If
We'll
you're
do it in a little
curious.
song break.
Right,
Loves.
right.
Do you have to be able to tell her your exact hour of birth, or is
It
just
helps.
the day?
If you know the
right.
time, to be the more specific, the better. So if you could say like the day, the time, the date, and all of those things, she will be able to give you a much more accurate reading.
Because
This is-
I
please.
don't know mine, and I think my mum, when she was alive, it was something that she was trying to blot out of her memory.
She's like, it happened.
It
We're
happened.
done.
I'm just let's pretend it didn't.
I wonder if my sister would know. I don't really know. I was I'm a twin. And it was cesarean. But see, yet another thing that fashion cares
Maybe
about.
that'd even be
you
something.
and your spiritual alignment as well. Because, well, and also what you do, madam. Because let's bring you aboard. Hello, Ellie. How you doing there, love? How you doing? Yes, please. You speak into that microphone. Hello. Welcome to the club. Seriously, thank you for being here. And to Fashion Cares BCN 2025. Now, what are you bringing to this? Is one of the performers that we actually have that's going to be performing there on Sunday, March 2nd in Palau Dalmases. But what are you bringing? Please tell us a little about
Fire.
yourself.
Fire.
bring
Literally
the
fire.
fire.
I bring the
Are
fire.
you the fire starter?
I am a performer and I perform fire. I'm mainly a dancer, but I love dancing with fire. And
Okay, wait a minute. I love Dancing with Fire. That
love
could be,
Dancing with
isn't that a
Fire.
Gaga song? But wait a minute. How and when did this start?
yeah, I guess work. They gave me the fire. They said you will be dancing with this tonight, and I started dancing with that. And when I felt the hit, like it was something.
like,
I was
yes.
like, oh, I will be doing this in life.
So you're a trained dancer, but then you started incorporating fire into the mix as well.
Yes,
Have you
yes.
burned yourself? I know it's a stupid question.
No, I have burned things.
People.
This is not gonna happen.
I'm like, people.
Generally, it's very intense playing with fire. It is very intense, especially when you spin fire.
Right.
But in this particular event, I'll be performing more small fire. So it will be very visually, it will be very attractive, but I think it's not so difficult as a skill for me to perform.
That is incredible. Do you know Manos de Fuego or something like that? Okay,
Manos de
'cause I
Fuego,
saw them
yeah, yeah.
perform once, and that's scary. So I don't know how you're going to do this, but I am really looking forward to seeing that. Now, why dancing? I mean, I'm presuming you've been dancing for forever.
Yes.
Okay. And how did you get involved with Fashion Cares?
Like I got a recommendation about the event from a friend that she's also really involved in. Yes,
Mutual
and
friends, eh?
yeah, friends are everyone, and yeah, and then we set up a meeting with Laura and we talked details, and I love the idea, I love the concept, and I feel very honored being part of it.
And
Great.
I'd seen, having been given the recommendation, I saw Ellie's Instagram and I thought, wow. I nearly said a bad word, a London word. And I just thought, wow, I've got to get this girl. So Ellie's going to be performing her fire on the patio, which is why I said Moncada entrance as well.
So this is
Yeah.
why the Moncada entrance will be open for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because obviously it needs to be in a safer environment.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want
I
to buy
know.
the
With all those
clothes.
An open
clothes.
space, no ceiling.
Could you no, we cannot even imagine. That would not even happen. We're not even going to go there. What we are going to do, though, is throw in a little bit of music of somebody who's going to be performing there.
Oh.
And our beautiful brother from another mother, Rai Vieira, is going to be performing there. You can also follow him on Instagram on the sofa, I believe his is called. And this is just a ditty that I had to throw on because it's 3 minutes of pleasure, and it's called "I Like Your Style." And I do, you know.
He's wonderful.
And so Mr. Rai was here joining us about a year ago. Yeah, it's over a year ago now.
Yeah.
And, well, he's going to be on the stage as well at Palau Dalmasis this 2nd of March coming up. And here's a 3-minute ditty for you. Remember, you can catch the gems live on 106.9 FM, rce.cat, and with your peepholes and your ear holes at 106.9 FM on YouTube. We'll be right back in 3 minutes.
That was for my swap. Yeah. And that was for the swap too? Oh, the jacket you were talking about. It's pretty short. He wants to put it on.
I do.
He's like, he's like, oh, it's like so little, but he's like, oh, it's just there.
Let it go when we go for a smoke. But baby, won't you stay outside just for a while? I like your style. Can I not see a man? Could it be? Could this be the little lady for me? Take your drink and move outside. Move outside and take you into my life. Alright, a little baby moving into my life. Alright. Baby, I know that it's cold when we go for a smoke.
children of the corn, we are live, and I just did my own weird fashion show that you will never see.
We have photos.
Except
We have
you
photos.
will probably see on Instagram a little bit of it. But I mean, what would Jesus do? You know, he would multiply that. That's what he would do, and feed us. Thanks, Jesus.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
Now, oh yeah, why do we always throw that in there?
I
Now,
don't know. Anyway.
we are still waiting for two of our sisters to joining us. It is 1222-222. That's a 9 affirmation. Make an affirmation, everybody. And what we want to affirm is that the money that we raise every year does go to helping women who have not only been abused or escaping trauma, or some of them even coming out of jail, but they are also rebuilding their lives. And so you are truly helping people rebuild their lives and rebuild your wardrobe in a sustainably fashioned way. And this is what I'd like for us to talk about for a little bit, if we can do it now.
Oh, can we do our twirls
Yeah.
now? Fliss and I are going to
can
do
do
a
our
fashion show, aren't we?
twirls.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll start with.
Okay, because everyone always says, "Well, what is dressing sustainably?"
Well, can I get out of the way and you can just like be here in front?
Oh yeah, do there in front of the RC, in front of the screen.
Yeah. Two things. I always wanted to be a designer, but I had no talent. I didn't have the body. 2 drawbacks. Anyway, so what is dressing sustainably? Well, you can buy second-hand, pre-loved from somewhere like Fashion Cares.
Exactly.
The coat,
Yes.
which actually was Felicia's.
It was,
I can
exactly.
tell
So
by the
it's like
taste.
on its next life.
So you don't necessarily have to buy. I'm
Uh-huh.
not taking anything else off, don't panic. Not at my age, darling.
She has the most beautiful bosoms. I'm sorry.
You're
We are-
gay. You're
people
not
are
supposed to say
listening.
that.
I can't say that, but it just everything it just falls perfectly.
Well, this, again, talking about sustainability, this was a dress and something dreadful happened to the top bit. So I just cut the top off and made
You know,
it into
you
a shirt.
I love the
repurpose.
deconstruction in fashion.
Repurpose, which is
I
I
did
will
the
show my
same.
repurposing after.
I did the same with another dress as well. This,
Mademoiselle.
my dresser,
Blue.
my dresser. Can you come and live with me so you can dress me
Well, I
every
think
day?
I can. Well, the delicious food she makes too. You have no idea, children, how this woman can cook too.
Yes.
Oh, no, this is our cook. This is our cook, and Felicia's going to be doing the canapes for
This
the
is
film
true.
night.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
We got
Suddenly
okay.
there
We
was
got a
a lot
chef
there.
and a cook.
So
Yeah.
this
What is
little
this?
number here.
That is from a swap that I hold at my house every month. People bring such good stuff that this was on the rack, and the second one of the girls hung it up on the rack, everyone was like, "What?" And Laura was like, "Mine."
Like I said, even if I have to have my jaw wired,
Yeah,
do little
exactly.
laxatives for the next 3 weeks,
Right.
I'm going to fit into that jacket.
But we will say this though, just as I said, swaps. This is another very kind of hip and sustainable way to change your wardrobes without spending any money, because you're just swapping your clothes for with other people, and it's free.
And then oftentimes,
You know?
what you come across are nouveau, vintage Moschino.
Yeah.
Moschino that
And
they
this
slide into.
this wasn't from a clothes swap, and it wasn't pre-loved.
However,
But I have had it for over 20 years.
Oh.
As you can see, I've slightly expanded since I bought it, but it looks okay open, and it will fit me again. But the point is, you don't have to buy really expensive stuff. As long as you take good care of your clothes,
Right.
it'll last and last and last and last.
it's very true.
Especially if you put on weight and can't wear it for a few
Right.
years. But
But I mean, no one says you
Wait.
have to button that.
no,
No, because it looks
absolutely.
fabulous this
Yeah.
way. It actually goes with that too.
Yes.
Because it just adds a tinge of color to it.
Very true.
And no, I'm not a homosensual children, but it is a beautiful thing that we can. I'm gonna just maybe just to sit down on my chair. But
Oh wait, let me show my dress.
Okay,
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to repurposing and upcycling. So this, yes, upcycling. So this was a sweatshirt, just whatever, by itself, and I added, let's see, the bells and whistles. I'll do this so you can see.
Sequins!
You know, sequence things and whatever, so on. But the bottom part, because it's attached, it's all one. The bottom part was a sweatshirt dress, so I chopped off the top, and I put this on the bottom, add these little things on here, and the top of this dress is on another thing that I upcycled, and then so I've made like 3 different things out of like a bunch of stuff. So now it's just like one dress.
no, the
I
concept,
just love it.
the concept of upcycling.
Yes.
Because we've been hearing it a lot
Yes.
lately. But what is the root behind it? Like, what is it just not sustainability in a different
It is.
Well, it
it's
is,
taking what you
exactly.
already have and making it new again.
upcycling?
Exactly.
Not recycling. Outside.
Exactly.
You know,
You're
the-
up in it.
Yeah.
And our masks lady has arrived.
Oh, she's made it.
Oh,
fantastic.
right. Well, see, and then this is yet another thing, because when we talk about sustainable fashions, when
Yeah.
we talk about upcycling, because look, as we've just taught Lucas right now, who are some of those people that you can maybe take it to have them upcycled, I'm wondering.
Oh. Well, I can upcycle for sure.
This is
I
what
mean,
I'm talking about.
I have done some workshops at my house as well. Like, just think of it like this. If you have a pile of clothes, let's say, what's best is like denim and sweatshirt materials and things of this nature, cotton. You can incorporate them in new ways. You know, maybe you have a bunch of your exes or your boyfriend or your husbands or your partners collared shirts. You know, I can make them into a dress or like a long something
Or
a
white
t-shirt.
shirts.
Or white t-shirt.
Very
I can make,
stolen.
Very stolen.
And it goes with everything.
It goes with everything,
But you know,
right?
Fliss mentioned
Yeah.
denim.
Yeah.
This is why I've got my notes here, because I'm enumerate and I can't remember figures.
Yeah.
But did you know that
Denim.
it takes 7,570 litres of water plus to make one pair of jeans?
I
That's
did
a
know that,
lot of
actually.
water.
That is a
did know
lot.
that.
It's a lot of water.
Yeah, and we have drought conditions here. So if you don't care about global warming, when you go to the beach next summer and you're trying to get your jeans on over your salty, sandy bum because there's no showers on the beach anymore,
Right.
just remember, don't
Right.
buy a new pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Go to speak to someone like Flisser who can
Yeah.
do something with your jeans.
Of course.
Or go to Umana or somewhere.
Secondhand. Buying
Yeah.
secondhand is now becoming like the thing to do, you
It's
know.
the biggest sector.
Purchasing new is why. You know, we're just creating more
It's
waste.
dull.
We're just doing but purchasing secondhand also, you know, one of the things I've realized, because I am pretty much a secondhand lover in all sorts of ways, is that when I buy a secondhand pair of jeans, especially, or pants, they're already a little bit worn in. And they feel better.
Yeah.
You know, like the person already did whatever needs to happen for it to be comfortable to the point of, you know, you don't have to
Yeah.
worry anymore.
Yeah.
The stiffness is gone. The elastic, you know, it feels good. It's just like already ready to be worn.
And you compare that to when you see these brand new pairs of jeans that have been artificially faded, and they're always faded in the wrong places, and it
ripped.
just looks ridiculous.
And they're ripped already. They're like, why is that €100 for ripped jeans?
But do you know,
I'll rip them for you.
do you know, I saw a video the other day, and it was these women, terribly glam women, pouring out of this expensive dress shop with loads and loads of bags, saying, "Shop till you drop, shop till you drop." And I thought, oh, that's that word again that I'm not allowed to say on the radio. But it's just like, that is so 90s. That was how we lived in the 90s before we wised up. And now it just looks really vulgar and so passé, darling.
Do you think it's because does it come across as vulgar and passé because we know what we've been doing since the 90s to the environment, and now
Yeah.
we have to stop this? Because even
Yeah.
when we look at Levi's, H&M, Zara, they all have this pre-loved sections now that you can bring your...
Yeah, and they do something with it and so on and so forth. However, are you really doing something with it? Show me. Show me.
Show me.
I mean,
show
I
me
get it.
you
So they're
really
they're
love
trying
me.
to get into the, you know, sustainability aspect of the world, because maybe there's someone saying maybe we should try to do something. But in the same lieu, they're not doing more. They're not trying to reduce what they're producing
But
already.
Jaden Smith is in the commercial.
What the hell does that mean?
Who's Jaden Smith? Am I
Will
supposed to know?
Smith's son.
Oh, right, the guy, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, and what?
I'll always be
is he
politically
wearing
incorrect.
sustainable? Is he wearing
There's the
sustainable
thing.
fashion, or he's just putting a house on his head? I don't even know.
Child. Okay. That's a whole other thing. But shout out to the Grammys, because that was a great show. And finally, we didn't have to have Kanye in there trying to win it for Beyonce.
Whatever.
But yeah, let's move past that, because we do actually have another sister that's joining us from another mister who's joined us. And
yes,
she's
she's-
finally walked in. But one of the performers that's also going to be there is honestly one of my dearest friends here, and Lady Felicia, not only a
Yes.
dear friend of hers, but also Lady Felicia styles and creates dresses for the queen of flamenco rock fusion here in Spain, and her name is Tori Sparks, and Tori will be doing a little bit of a show for
Yeah.
us as well. Again,
Wearing
at
Venby
Palau
fashions.
Dalmases. on the 2nd of March, wearing one of Felicia's Them Be designs. And you can catch that as well. Now, we'll get you the times and everything of that nature later on in the show. But this is one of her songs that I just happen to love because I've been doing a lot of it. And it's called Crying. And it's just a few minutes of love that we're going to get. And then we're going to have our queens from La Carla Masks to join us as well in their atelier. And we'll be right back, folks, on RCE.cat and the Club with Lucas.
Estaba bien por un tiempo, viendo a sonreír. Luego anoche te vi, tu mano me tocó y el saludo de tu voz. Hablé muy bien de ti, sin saber que he estado llorando por tu amor, llorando por tu amor, luego de tu adiós. Sentí todo mi dolor, sola y llorando, 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 llorando. No es fácil de entender que al verte otra vez yo seguiré llorando. Pensé que te olvidé, pero es verdad, es la verdad, que te quiero aún más, mucho más que ayer. Dime qué puedo hacer. No me quieres ya y siempre estaré llorando por tu amor, llorando por tu amor. Tu amor se llevó todo mi corazón y quiero llorando, 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 llorando por tu amor.
La canción Padam Padam está en cualquiera.
Back, and of course, we're back. That was Lady Tori Sparks with Crying. Now, hopefully you're following us over here on RCE.cat and watching us here at on YouTube. But we've just been joined as well. But thank you for coming here because one of the maven queens of La Carla Ateliers and Masks is here. Now, thank you for battling the drama. How bad was it on the road?
It was fantastic. My blood is up high from that beautiful motorcycle ride.
You know, and again, one of the things that we're doing with Fashion Cares BCN is providing a whole smorgasbord of different things that are going to not just tempt your senses, but get you buy-in, get you amped up. But one of the things that you've done with your designs, like for example, if we can focus on her hat.
Oh yeah.
And this tiger that you're wearing on that.
How pretty
I
and
mean-
all sparkly.
Okay, tell us a little bit about La Cara masks, please.
Well, La Cara masks really, now we've been here for just over a year in Barcelona and we've met the lovely fashion guests and we're so happy we are part of their event. Yay!
Thank you.
Again, fantastic. Super pumped up for that. Have some little secrets that we're going to showcase on in March, that everyone can see our new designs. A lot of headpieces, really been very amped being in Sitges. So there was a lot of inspiration that came and a lot of new ideas. So of course we've gone through some magnificent transformations and definitely expanded specifically on headpieces. It is massive. So we're going to have something fun.
My camera's
Why did you start this? Why?
We love the magic that a mask dressing up holds. There is something really special when someone puts it on. They transform. And why not give that magic to people? So that was basically the big inspiration for us.
And
we're in
historically
Barcelona,
too,
so now we can give the magic here.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit more about why fashion cares existed in the first place. Because we kind of jumped over the nitty-gritty.
I mean, we
of
said
it.
what we did, why, or who, I suppose, or the what.
Why did
It's
you?
the
What
why.
was the focus on this? Because a lot of it came out as we were going through the pandemic and surviving that. So, what was the impetus for you? Because you did work in fashion. If you don't mind giving a little bit of historical background to Lady Laura.
I'm old. It's a long history. But
No, but you know,
I
you
used
went
to
through
work in
80s and
fashion.
90s.
That's
I
why
used
she
to
dresses
work-
so well.
I used to work in fashion media, and then in London and in Mumbai. And then when I got too old to work in media, oh, and I used to be a personal stylist as well. So when I got too old to work in media, I started working in fashion academia, and primarily I taught fashion history, which is one of the reasons why I decided to do the Fashion Cares movie series, because they're just like beautiful documents of 20th century fashion history, basically. So yeah, I was doing that for about the last 14 years before I came here, that and personal styling. And again, that kind of led me to aspects of sustainability, because it's not just about being sustainable, it's about actually curating a budget conscious wardrobe, you know. So we have what we call the rule of 3, but now with sustainability I've jumped it up to the rule of 6, which is, you know, if something doesn't go with at least 6 other things in your wardrobe, then don't buy it, because you're not going to get
Right.
wear out of it. We talk about
How many
cost.
things in your wardrobe?
Six,
Six.
you
Six.
said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Alright.
So if you're going to go buy a shirt, if it's not going to go with at least 6 of your jackets and trousers combinations, then you won't get wear out of it, because we talk about cost per wear as well. So
very important.
Very
Cost per
important
pair.
thing.
I think cost per wear is
Is-
a really
yeah.
great way to think about something when you're purchasing it.
Yeah.
I have a question for my girl Ellie sitting in the background like, what are someone over here? Do you have to be strategic with the clothes you have to pick out when you're having to do these insane performances?
I generally try to be very sustainable in the sense that because I have a full show and like many numbers, we try to recycle, like for example, a bodysuit, black bodysuit. It will go to all numbers basically as base, and then we play with headpieces, we play with accessories, we play with heels or no heels, lights also, like in the sense of, I see this a lot when I go to watch a production. I see a lot of waste into costumes, while you can really play with other things as lights, concept, audio visuals. Like you can have a projector and be basically on, I don't know, a beige outfit, and the projector can project any color, any shape, so you don't have to always buy and buy and buy and buy. But yeah, for fire, I would say obviously there are some rules.
Like retarded things
Yeah.
that push off the fire? I mean,
Okay, one really easy thing to think, but I didn't think the first times, is that we never use hair lac, right?
Hairspray.
Hairspray, like not before the performance, not after the performance, not anywhere close the performance. And then anything that is moving in clothing, it can be dangerous. Yeah.
Do you actually treat any of your outfits with fire retardant spray or anything like that?
Like the thing with fire outfits is that I have to wash them, while other costumes I can just spray them with alcohol. This special, but obviously fire and alcohol not a good combination, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there, okay, another stupid question, but then I just have to. Was there a lot of trepidation, like fear, when you started playing with fire? I mean, you're a trained dancer, but then you incorporate this.
It was really fun how it happened, because
Fun.
it was
I would have
fun.
been freaking my butt off. Okay.
It was freaky, scary, fun, because they gave me two torses. I was working for a company, for a dance company, and they gave me the choreography and two torses, and they said these torses, at night, they will be light up with fire. So you will be doing the same choreography, but there will be fire on these torses.
Just
And go.
Be careful out there.
You're like, have fun.
Oh, this sounds very fun. When do I try the fire? And
would
they were
have
like,
walked
we are
out then and
sustainable in
there.
this company. We don't try fire. We will try it on stage. We're not gonna.
No practice?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I remember the moment
my.
of like starting, and I was like, okay, it's just fire, Ellie, cool. And then there is this sound fire makes when
Yeah.
it burns next to you, and it does
Like a
something like.
pop.
Hey, you're like, oh, we're in the radio. I'm not supposed to say this word, but you know.
You can say, oh, shite.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I was at this point, yeah, I got very scared. And then when you spin fire, it's a bit more scary when if you don't know yet the proportions of the liquid, the liquid, when it gets flamed up, it goes away in all directions when you spin it. So it looks like you really throw fire into the. Yeah, it's very impressive. You will love it.
What time is the performance? Is Ellie's
It's at the beginning of the
performance?
day. It will be round about midday.
Okay, brilliant. All right, so
exciting.
again, around midday at Palau Dalmases, the Espai Barroc in Garret Banjs number 13, as well as the entrance at the front, which is where you're going to catch this around midday on the 2nd of March. But let's also talk about who else we're going to be having, because we have a whole some people that could join us today, but some people who are going to be in town.
Okay, well, we've mentioned Tori and Rye, who are fab. We've got DJ Stingray, who Melissa will talk
Right.
about.
He's he is a DJ from the States. We'll say like New York, New Jersey. And his specialty is like Afro house. But he'll be spinning like, a pretty nice variety of music through the day. Like when there's a performance, he'll take a little break, but he'll be like keeping our shopping vibes going through the day. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be in the main room. So, he'll be right there. And he's very excited about it. And he just moved to Barcelona. So he's excited
Oh, so
about
he's
it.
a new transplant.
He's a new
Yet
transplant.
but why are people moving from the United States?
I don't know.
It's funny that.
It's beautiful over there.
Things are fun. I'm wondering.
Democracy in the round.
I mean, it's the land of the free.
And the home of the brave.
You know what we're
Ain't
saying
no
in
messing
Britain at the
around.
moment? Oh, that experiment with American democracy and independence. Nah, it's not working.
Yeah.
But then, hey, look what people say about Britain these days.
Well, it
Well,
goes both ways.
I
no.
honestly think
no,
that
no place is
Actually,
perfect.
we can blame you.
Oh, yeah. I'll take it.
Okay.
Today I'm the tiger. I can take anything.
She's the tiger
She's South
lady.
African.
But
South
there,
African tiger.
there's an interesting
brother
thing
Musk.
with South Africa. What's going on over there with President Musk? It's like an interesting thing. But then maybe that type of energy is what needs to propel you to help others.
Yes.
Because that's the whole point of Fashion Cares. And yes, it was ripped from my mind and stolen from an absolutely fabulous episode.
Right.
But thank you, Jennifer Saunders, for writing that because fashion does care. And one of the things that most people have been gravitating towards, certainly since the pandemic, is to how to upcycle, recycle, get sustainable. Who are some of the other things that we're going to have? We mentioned the tarot reader.
Yeah. Well, we've changed the focus slightly this year. So
Yes, ma'am.
we want to focus much more on interactivity. So as well as the tarot reader and the natal chart reader, which that's fun. But we've got Carla, or Chanel really here, who's going to do a workshop on making her beautiful masks as well, because you can make them look beautiful from just scraps that you've got
Yes.
lying around.
I think it's going to be so much fun. It is really, and I know we always go back to the magic. And we're going to sit there and everyone is going to wear their mask after creating it and we're all going to play. Isn't that something?
So you're basically
and
going to
we
take
got-
us back to childhood then, and arts and crafts with fashion.
Yep. And we've got, we're going to have a little knitting and crocheting circle. It's upside down.
I was like,
Excuse me.
there we go.
No, but
we
it looks
go.
fabulous. It honestly
But
looks
you could pull it
fabulous.
off.
Right.
So.
Isn't it
Let's say-
fabulous that you can wear it and then you become the male cat, you become the girly cat? It really...
I become Eartha Kitt.
oh,
A cat
lovely.
may have 9 lives, but you only have one. Buckle your seatbelt.
Do you remember that from the taxis in New York? Oh. You become someone else. And
Yeah.
that's
You
part of the
become,
thing.
it's play for adults. It is going to be so much fun. The magic is going to explode
Yeah.
when we do this little workshop.
Explosion.
I love it.
You should do a little like a catwalk after the masks are done. And
That's such a good
you should
idea.
walk through the place.
I
I mean,
like
there's going to
that.
be catwalks throughout the day. You know, there'll be fashion shows throughout the day
that would be nice.
that I'll
Felicia's
be
our
doing.
catwalk queen.
Okay,
You
well,
know,
there we go.
so there'll be like at least 3 fashion shows throughout the day of people wearing the clothes that I will be styling that from the donations.
Okay.
So you can see how these secondhand, donated clothes can be, looking stylish and nice. And I mean, we have like 30. We have a lot of models.
And who's
A lot
going
of
to
models.
be emceeing this?
Oh, I don't know,
I
some
mean,
bloke.
we were trying to find somebody.
yeah.
We settled on
Yeah.
this guy. I mean, they told us that he could maybe do an okay job.
Did you settle on a homosexual?
I mean, supposedly
what?
they bring,
Well, I never.
they're
So-
supposedly the stylish
Can we
ones
talk
out
really
there.
quickly, just a little bit, right? You just a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But to talk a little bit about the foundations that
Yeah.
is going to be happening, that we're hosting specifically, that we're helping. Tell us a little bit about these foundations, Lady Laura, if you would, please.
Yeah, ADAS, and I can never remember exactly what the initials stand for because it's in Catalan, but it's something like Association for Women who've been victims of
Sexual abuse.
sexual abuse, and they help women. They give them legal help if it's necessary, medical, psychological, practical help. The only way that they don't help them is they don't actually have a refuge, but they give them help in every other way. And Sarah, who is connected with ADAS, she's on their board. She is also on Fashion Care's board, as is a certain person, homosexual person who is in the room at the moment on our board. And then Ared, and again, I can never remember what the initials stand for, so I do apologise. But they are a lovely organisation who help women who have, for whatever reason, been out of mainstream society. So they help to ease them back into society by training them up for various careers. So they have, when our third colleague, who isn't here at the moment, came into Ared, I just thought she was going to have an orgasm on the spot when she saw their beautiful dressmaking studio. They have an industrial kitchen, which you die for, Fliss.
Studio and the kitchen. I want both.
Yeah, yeah. So they do amazing things, helping women get trained up and get back into society. And we've met some of the women because we've been in there twice so far.
Yeah.
And we've spent 3 days with them, getting the women styled up, getting their hair and their makeup done.
I would be
clothes.
crying.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, the
Joy.
women are just great, and we've asked
met a
them
few of them last year.
tentatively if they wanted to model for us. They were like,
Right.
oh yeah, we're up for that.
I
So they
remember
were-
a couple
we
of
do
them
have
did last
two. No, I
year.
think there's like two of the women I think are going to be models. But it was nice because, you know, we just show up and we have like racks of clothes and shoes and accessories, and we show them what we did. There was like hair, there was makeup, someone talking about makeup, there was Laura talking about, you know, just fashion in general and how to wear things, and then they had the color analysis. So they definitely were feeling like queens that day.
Yeah, they
and they all
loved it.
walked out of there with like bags of clothes, and they're like, can we try that? I'm like, you can take it, not just try it. It is yours.
I should actually give a
Yeah.
shout out here to a fashion company called, or
yes.
two fashion companies,
Yeah.
Asmara, who gave us a shed load of
shoes.
brand new clothes last year.
Asmara?
Asmara.
Asmara.
Yeah.
Righto.
They're here in Barcelona. They were
they're
fabulous.
they like Asmara. They're kind of like when they're doing samples for bigger brands or stuff like this. If something goes a little askew or they have too many, a lot of their clothes from last year actually that were on the runway
Yeah,
came from
it's good
them.
stuff.
All brand new.
And also a Madrid company called Black Limber, who make lingerie and
Like workout
athleisure wear,
clothes,
workout
yeah.
clothes. Their sample sizes, and they've given us three
Like
huge boxes.
3 or 4 boxes
Yeah.
of athletic wear and
Yeah,
underwear.
thanks
So we're
to
gonna
their-
have like
yeah.
an athletic wear fashion
We're
show.
desperately trying
As
to
well?
find.
Yes.
Yeah, we're desperately
Oh,
trying
I'll be
to find
emceeing that
models.
as well.
I mean,
Yeah,
if there are
guess
some
we-
people out there who could do some like back handsprings and some somersault,
Yeah,
kidding.
we might have to get Ellie roped into
You know,
that as well because
some
their sample
peaceful
sizes
yoga,
are tiny.
yoga positions.
I think we can make that happen.
And we got this great guy called Arash who has a calisthenics. He's a personal trainer,
Yeah.
and he has a calisthenics studio in Pobla Sec, which is of course the hottest barrio in
I
Barcelona.
mean, it was until I moved to Sans.
Yeah. You're a defector. You're a defector.
God.
But it's the hottest area in Barcelona, of course. And Arash has this calisthenics studio there. So we're hoping to find models who are tiny enough to squeeze into these gorgeous black limber exercise
I
clothes.
mean, yeah,
So and he's going to
there's,
do some kind of demonstration or catwalk, whatever.
I
So-
mean, and the pieces are really nice. Actually.
lovely,
Some of them
aren't
are
they?
like backless. They look like they're, you know, they're meant to be seen and not just
Yeah,
worn at the gym.
absolutely,
You
yeah.
definitely
They're not
wanna,
like children in the States, just to be seen and not heard. But, so, and again, or caged, you know.
And also, I should say, our lovely colour consultant, Brenda, that Fliss mentioned, who was with us at Ared, she's back again this year.
Yeah, she'll be doing.
You know what? One of the reasons why I'm even wearing
She's
this
writing a book at the
color
moment.
is because of her from 2 years ago. Why I started wearing a lot of darker purples and maroons and prints type colors is because of her.
She
You're
is
soft.
one of the best. She's
Okay.
amazing.
And I never
Yeah.
thought I was always wearing the darker stuff and the browns and
right.
something.
You're more the muted tones.
Yeah, she is amazing. She's so good at what she does.
Color me summer, you know.
And she's writing a book at the moment.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, when and my love, when is the at what hour do we know the time that your
Workshop.
atelier workshop is going to be going down?
Do we?
I
Maybe
always put people on
after
the spot.
lunch.
Oh, on the spot.
It's again, folks, my beautiful people. It's going to be from 12 to 8 all day on Sunday at the Palau Dalmases
Right.
on the 2nd of March. So it's a perfect day because also they're, according to Punxsutawney Phil, the spring is going to be finishing. So, I mean, spring is going to be popping up at that time. So we're going to have beautiful weather. And last time I believe we were at the same time as the Mobile World Congress, but that's not
Yeah.
happening
There was
this year, is
something
it?
going on. At
We're
the same
yeah,
time,
it was a mobile thing. This year we're a week later. When people at the beginning of the month, when people will have just been paid.
Exactly.
So give us your money, as the man
And
said.
coming to help people
Yes.
in
Yeah.
need, and that is the main thing.
And also, it
No,
coincides
please.
with Carnival.
Oh, hello. You're gonna
It's
need a
on the
mask.
carnival, yeah.
So the
gonna
mask
need a
workshop,
mask.
atelier workshop is going to be happening at Carnival. So you can actually come and design something for that.
Yeah.
That is
Everything will be
brilliant.
provided from paint, brushes, glitz, glam, feathers. You just need to bring yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Just
you
come
can
enjoy
also
it.
do some flamenco dancing because the lovely people who do the tourist flamenco every night
At the
two or-
Dalmases.
Yeah, 2 or 3 of them are going to like last year. They're going to come in and do a masterclass, so everyone can get up on the
That
stage.
was a lot
and
of
learn.
fun. I
This
was
is-
on stage.
It's going to be
Fun.
very, like I said, an interactive day.
That is
Yeah,
the idea.
but
Many
to
things
answer
to
your
do.
question, I haven't
ma'am.
because we rely on everybody so kindly giving their time and their energy for free. Sometimes people can't commit till the last minute, so I can't do the precise scheduling until I haven't done it yet, is what I'm
Right.
trying to say. But when I know everybody's timings, then it will get done, and yeah.
And remember, folks, too, throughout the day, there's a little cafe, a little bar there. There's going to be wine and
Yep.
nibbles and things flowing that way. So you're going to also be comfortable. It's beautiful music. We've got DJ settings and nonstop affairs happening.
Yeah.
And
Everywhere you go, in every corner.
we've got a
Yes.
classical pianist this year as well. I said pianist. Lucas.
Pianist.
Yes,
You said
you
pianist.
did. You
I
said
said
pianist.
pianist. We've got a classical pianist
That's
called
correct.
Douglas Bethel, who has just firmed up, who will be tickling.
Thank you,
Is it
Douglas.
tickling the ivories? They say
That's correct.
throughout the
And I'm gonna have to be,
Ivories.
we're gonna be over the next few weeks. We're gonna be putting a lot of these clips, a lot of tags as well. So if you want to, or you cannot make it, you can also donate to Adas and to Fundación Red. Send it over to Fashion Cares BCN. Again, everything goes to help the women of BCN who are bring it up, because let's be real, nearly over 52% of the population of our city is female. And one of the most underreported things that happens is violence and rape against women, and that's what these foundations are doing to help. And it's a beautiful thing about fashion, and you can actually truly rework and restyle your spring wardrobe for dollars on the cent,
That's
cents
right.
on the dollar, cents on the
Because-
euro, cents on the
that's
euro,
right.
cents on the euro. We're not in the United States.
Everything is priced to sell, for sure.
And price to go.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Like a
Come
Steely
with you, and
Dan
also-
record, everything must go. And that's the point,
Everything
because it
must
all
go,
goes
yeah.
to help others. And in
Yeah.
this day and age, especially in the world that we've marched into, it has nothing to do with our country. We really do need to focus on others, okay? Because those blessings go back to you. I want to thank my beautiful sisters for being here. I want to thank you, my love, for battling the drama from Sitges, because some of our sisters are all over from Catalonia to be here. So thank you for being here, and thank you everybody for being here as well. Madam, please, one more thing, please.
Yeah. I also want to mention the lovely burlesque
Please.
dancers who
Oh,
are going to
yeah.
be performing again
Hey,
this year.
really?
They're
Great.
gorgeous.
Oh.
They're
They're
great.
fab.
The
And we've
burlesque
got
show.
our lovely Theo who makes beautiful bags and jackets and dog bowls.
He's back.
Yeah,
that's
out
fantastic.
of recycled.
I'm so happy.
Out of recycled hot air balloons and parachutes.
Yeah,
And we've got
fantastic.
our lovely Rachel from Spoon's Atelier, who makes gorgeous jewellery out of cutlery. Have I mentioned everybody? And you can go and sit and chill out in the theatre, because our lovely late friend Judy Oshawala, she was a Scrabble fanatic, and her friends have set up this initiative where they take Scrabble into schools to help underprivileged schools to help kids with their literacy. It doesn't really have anything to do with fashion case, but who
We're
cares?
still helping.
It's
And
great.
we're
And we
shouting out
love-
to Lady Judy.
and we love
Thank you for
Judy.
everything,
Yes.
my beautiful queen.
And her husband, who is with Just
Rory.
Juices, our lovely Rory, and he's going to be doing games for kids and talking about his healthy juices.
Well, I know what I'm
hope
doing
I've
on March
mentioned
2nd.
everything.
What are you
And
doing?
again, so you can also bring your kids. It's also a dog-friendly site, is
Yes,
it not?
it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got dogs on the
Exactly.
catwalk.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because Clea, who manages Palau, she has her lovely little doggy boutique there, and so she makes these gorgeous blingy collars and leads. So yeah,
It is a
God,
day
I hope
for
I've mentioned
everybody.
everyone.
It is truly a day for everybody. Everything happened. It is a celebration as well. So come down, get a little tipple on, get some clothes on, support others, because that's what it's about. My ladies, thank you so much. Lady E, Lady C, Lady L, and Lady P. Felissa, I'm gonna say it right. I don't know why. I'm not Felicia, and she is an I. That's Felissa. Folks, thank you so much. Remember, you'll be seeing it. You're going to be plied by us over the next few weeks. We will see you there on the 2nd of March at Palau Dalmases.
Or on the 13th.
Or the
this month,
13th.
on Thursday night.
On Thursday night.
Yes.
On Valentine's Eve.
That's right.
For the lovely casting
Fashion
of
movie night.
Darling at Velvet Room. Shout out to Sir Yode Alabouge as well. All right, everybody. We will see you soon. We're going to be recasting this as well, and probably joining the forces again later on in the month for some more good stuff. And we will see you on the 2nd of March at Palau Dalmases. Bye, everybody. Here's a little more Tori Sparks, who will be performing as well that night. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you,
Thank
Lucas.
you.
We love you.
Miss Tori.
Meow meow.
thought you died alone. Yes, a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. Oh, you know I never lost control. Your face to face, who with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand. I made my way back home. I searched for foam and land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed and gazedly stared at all the millions here. We must have died alone. Yes, a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. Oh, you know I never lost control. Your face to face, who with the man who sold the world.
Estàs escoltant RCE, la ràdio catalana de la cultura i l'esport.